Jacket Broadcast.
Out. There we go. Where we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Smoking Jacket Broadcast. Today, we have a special show with one of our favorite folks. Thanks to Jay Ferg, one of my favorite folks. Thanks to Jay Ferg. Oh, where's Stoney? But look, before we get started, we'll make sure we do a nice little round table, check on everybody, as Chris always does. For some reason, he got me doing this, so... But Jay Ferg, what you got going on, man? How you doing? What's going on with you?
I'm great. I just wish this rain would just give me, let me live. But we good, man. We down here doing our thing in South Florida. It's been a very amazing week so far. Shout out to our very good friend George over at the Burnt Leaf Lounge. Had to celebrate his birthday yesterday. It was a good time. Shout out to my man. Dropped his cigar last week over at Burnt Leaf. So, yeah, it's been a good week, man. A lot of good stuff, hanging out with some good friends.
Yes, sir. You still putting in that work for the Destination Herf 2026?
Well, you know what it is, man. That's never going to stop, man. We're going to keep
I know.
And, of course, we got my man Izzy on here, who's one of our official vendors. He's been with us from last year. He's coming back again this year. So we're excited to have him on the show.
Amen. Are we going to get to Izzy in a minute? We got all night. Oh, Lord, I can't wait. Hey, but look, what's the deal, Cheryl? I know I caught you mid-sip, and I did that on purpose. Cheryl, what's going on with you, Queen?
Having a Shiner box before I light up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm low on supplies, Izzy. I'm gonna have to re-up soon.
You got to re-up?
I think I have 3 left. What do I have going on? Labor Day was great. It's in full. I had the ladies here representing South Florida, West Palm, and Jacksonville here at my home. And we went to Karen Burger Spot and all the things on the beach. The 16th, Orlando Cigar Crew will be doing our September lounge takeover. We're actually going to be taking over a restaurant called Angels in Sanford. So we will be there at their new location. They've opened a second location in the beautiful city of Eatonville, Florida, but we're going to be in Sanford on the 16th. So you know how we do. Get there early, bring your chairs, come patronize the Black business and get your eat on, get your smoke on, get your commune on with one another.
There you go.
Leading into Real City Smoke.
I think I'm going to have a new name for you. I'm going to call you Cheryl of the World. Cheryl of the World. You are. That's my new name for you. Cheryl of the World. Hey. that's it. You just be ready for that.
Every weekend until the end of October, after my birthday.
And then it'll be
every weekend.
And I'm sure there'll be some stuff added to that. It'll be the end of the year. then you gotta slide it into January because you're going to Destination Herf.
Always leads up to Destination Herf.
Amen.
So when I get to February, I'm like super tired. That's like tap out time.
Yes. We got our man Stoney Gillespie, the man, the myth, the legend. Happy B-Day, G-Day.
Thank you much. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Man, just trying to get myself back settled in. Went out of town. Got an opportunity to go down to Louisville, smoke out, hang out with my guy Calvin Hollywood.
That
Like I said,
was
it was a good thing.
nice.
I got a chance. I was only able to get there for a short period of time. Got a chance to do some things with the family for my birthday. Got an opportunity to spend some time with my daughter and her husband in Louisville also. So we had a great time, man. Got back in time here. Do a little something for my birthday. Went to an event last night. Had a great dinner. So man, I'm doing good. Just getting ready to still keep moving. Got some events coming up before the year's out. So in the meantime, just enjoying it, taking it step by step.
Man, I'm glad you could bless us on your G Day. Your G Day. Oh, I know you celebrating all week, man. What you got going on for your birthday?
Man, went actually last night. The brother that you was talking about, Slick Adams, he actually did an event last night at the City Winery. So I got a chance to see him and Mark Will Jordan, was two of my favorite singers. They actually did an event at City Winery last night. So I went there. Like I said, I went to Kitchen and Cocktails, had a real nice dinner.
Okay.
Like pretty much just kind of relaxing for the most part now. I'm trying to wind down. I got two cigar events I'm doing. Union Park in Chicago. Fest then. Of course, we just came on the outskirts of the last event. So after that, man, I'm gonna hit the road. I'm gonna go down to Atlanta, check out my boy Cigar Mike in Atlanta Cigar Experience.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh.
I'm actually looking to get down there with my fellow broadcaster Cheryl with the ladies down there in Jacksonville next month. Yeah, so that's on my agenda as well. So got a lot of things planned, man.
Oh, no doubt, Slim. You don't never. I don't think you ever stop. Do you ever sit down for a minute? You ever like? Have you ever sat down? Have you ever sat down for like 2 days? He always somewhere.
It's not realistic. I try. I say I'm always giving myself after cigar week is over with. I normally try to give myself about a month or so off and break, but no, it doesn't work.
You said that about 3 broadcasts ago.
Yeah,
he was like, "I'm gonna take a break." I haven't seen a break yet, bro.
Exactly.
Hey, but if it makes you happy, that's a good thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And y'all know this cat sitting right here. I don't know why he's doing this to me today.
Dr. Sayso, you got laryngitis over there?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. You know,
I'm like, bro, man, on the 5th floor. Already. I'm just chilling.
You hear him talking about something? He like, bro, man, on the 5th floor. On the 5th floor, just chilling.
Yeah,
he ain't chilling.
Hosting because Chris already told on you. You already smoked through 3 boxes.
Oh, I done gone through 3 boxes of TUX. I can promise you that. This is why Chris ain't talking.
That's the real reason.
That's the real reason.
We talk about you all the time, and I was like, damn it, I'm running low. So then I start hoarding them and burying them in the thing. I had to get it out.
You guys might not believe this, but I always talk about you guys, and you might say, "Yeah, that's what he's got to say."
Yeah, come on, Izzy.
But hey, Jason knows me. I say it how it is. I don't pussyfoot around. But I always talk about Destination Herf. Always.
Oh yeah, that was a great time.
Man,
but you know what? You had a lot to do with that too, man. You bring some good energy. But look, let me introduce you first and foremost. Listen, tonight's show is special to us because, like Jay said, we have a gentleman here who is actually one of the sponsors for Destination Herf 2026. Really, if you smoke this cigar, you should be just as excited. I'm fanning out right now. You should be just excited as I am to be. Every time I see this brother, it gives me good vibes. But everybody, welcome to the show, Izzy Martinez, the man behind TUX CIGARS. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. I really appreciate it. I really enjoy being around you guys. We had such a great time at Destination Herf over on Key Biscayne. Jason really he does an outstanding job putting this stuff together. And everything that I'm going to tell you today, by the way, it's not something that I have to say. It's something that when I tell you something, it's because I feel it, because I enjoy it, and I had a great time. And Jason is like gold over here, and what can I say? I got good vibes from you guys, especially you, Chester, Mr. Chester.
Yeah, no, man. Listen, you create those vibes. But I'm gonna start this off with one question. I want to know one thing we didn't do. I know Cheryl and Vanita, and we waiting for Vanita to come on, so that's why I didn't say anything about her yet, because she just told us she'll be on shortly. But we didn't get a chance to talk about you on a personal level. Tell me, where are you from? and tell us something about you that we wouldn't know outside of cigars. Because I know you're a proud grandfather. I know that
Oh,
for sure.
yeah,
I look at him.
yeah.
Look at him. I know. Look at him.
Tomorrow she'll be 2 months. She is, she's just driving me crazy, and it came at the right time because, TUX Cigars had really kicked off really, really, really pretty much here. I'm getting calls
Yeah.
from everywhere. I'm getting a lot of calls from Ireland and places that I didn't even think about. But yes, I
Yeah.
am a proud grandpa. Her name is Ella, and
Uh,
I love that name.
yeah.
Because going back, I came from Cuba when I was 6 years old. I'm
Okay.
62 now, so I've been here 56 years. And
Gotcha.
we ended up in New Jersey and New York for about 5 years. And then 1973, 74, we ended up here in Miami. I grew up here in Miami, and I was a musician. I played in a bunch of bands here in Miami. I played guitar, so on and so forth. And then I was supposed to go on a tour with a big band, and I decided that it was time to settle down. I figured at that time there wasn't too much money, so I said, you know what? I'm going to do something else that I've always wanted to do and that I enjoyed, and I became a cop, and I was a cop
Okay.
for 30 years here in Miami-Dade.
Good. Hey, man. Thank
And
you for your service, bro.
thank you. But I can tell you right now, in those 30 years, I learned a lot.
Amen.
Hell of a lot. And just so you guys know, we're in the process right now of going through putting together a TV series about my life with the Miami-Dade, the FBI, and ATF that I work for.
Wow.
So
Nice.
hopefully that kicks off, and you'll get to see the
Yeah.
cigars going to be on there, my cigars, and it's going to be a pretty neat thing. I just signed with a big company out of Spain, and hopefully it'll take off.
Oh, man.
You know?
Looking forward to that. How long you
I
think
love
that'll be
these
before that
time
goes out?
shows, so I'm in.
Well,
I'm in.
Oh.
What is Cheryl saying? If we need any extras to give her a call?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, just make sure you reach out to Cheryl of the world.
That's it. So if I would have started this venture when I was a police officer, I wouldn't have worked because I really didn't have the time. My family, my dad's family in Cuba, they were cigar makers. They
Okay.
worked. They were cigar makers, and not in Pinal del Rio, where most of the cigars are made. They're from a small area. It's called Las Villas, and
Okay.
they made a very, very good cigar, which they blended with the cigars from Pinal del Rio, so on and so forth, and it always worked out very well. So when I retired 7.5 years ago, I said, besides playing golf almost every day, I got to figure something out here.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I started a little project with someone, and that individual kind of did me wrong. And the person that actually told me, "Hey, this is going on," so on and so forth, which I couldn't imagine because we were like very good friends. But anyways, he's the one. My friend is the one that goes, "The heck with that. Go on your own. Let's do it. Let's get with Nicaragua." And that's how it all kicked off. Called Nicaragua that night, and within a week, I was making small orders because I wanted to take one step at a time. I didn't want to create 5, 6 cigars at one time, and then have the issue of a couple of the vitolas, not really working out. So I decided to bring out the small ones, the Sumatra, which for me is amazing. It's an amazing stick. It's this one right here. It's 60, right, by 4 inches, torpedo, box press.
Oof.
I have this one also in Maduro, which those are the 2 first ones that I came out with,
Yeah.
and it worked out. Within 2.5, 3 months, I ran out. And I
Wow.
said, whoa, let's go. Now I'm going to go after the Habano. So I created the Habano, and the Habano, we reached out to Ecuador, and we got an Ecuadorian wrapper, and the rest is Nicaragua. and it worked out extremely, extremely, extremely well. And then, of course, Cheryl knows the Lancero that I came out with.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
Lancero is the true Lancero, which is actually 7.5 by 38. What happens is that a lot of, there's a lot of other cigars. They say that's a Lancero. Well, the original true Lancero is a 38 gauge.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I got to mention this guy, but Fidel Castro, that's what he smoked. He smoked the Lancero 38 gauge. It was made specifically for him. And the flavor on the Lancero, I know there's a big demand for those 60s and 70s. I get it. But the day that you just relax, take it easy, just have, chill, sit back and smoke a Lancero nice and slow, you're going to get every single flavor of that cigar from one end to the other.
Yeah.
And then
I had to learn it myself.
What's that?
No, I said that I had to learn it myself. I stayed away from Lanceros for I don't know what reason, but once I did have one, I was like, you know what? Why did I do that?
I did too. And what happens is I still have an uncle that's alive. He lives in Jersey. And, we talk back and forth. And I started looking more and more and more into the Lancero. And I said, I'm going to do the Lancero for the females. Because the males were like, well, I'm not going to smoke that. That's too skinny. I want to, And I said, all right, well, I did it for the females. The only issue that I have now is that I have the males and the females just knocking this cigar left and right. And right. So what I decided, and I'm pretty sure Cheryl remembers, the Lancero, I'm going to open it up here for a second so you guys can see. You see a woman dressed up elegant, like Cheryl and that whole crew. Every time you see them go out, they're super elegant, super fancy, classy. Classy is the word. And what happens is you see them and, and they get to smoke like this. And I said, I'm going to do something for the females. So what I did was we came up with this.
Oh, nice tip. Okay.
Yes.
It's
and
a
I
mouthpiece.
still have mine, and I have not smoked it.
So do you sell those too?
Listen, I'll tell you the little story about it when I tell you about this. It's funny. So the reason I did it is so they can smoke like the old days. Very elegant, like this. I mean, you and I walk into a lounge and we sit there and do, one of these things, people are going to talk. So I did it for the females, but I notice now the males will not use this, and I get it. But the females use it a lot. At the beginning, I said, I had it done in, believe it or not, in Syria in the middle of the war. I have a contact in Syria, and I know that they create a lot of stuff by hand. I says, can you create this? And they found a person that says, I can do it. So that person did it for me, and we brought in 100. And I said, I'll sell them like for $10, and that's a decent, $10 is okay. Well, at Destination Herf, I discovered one thing. Did you guys lose me?
No, we got you. That was me.
In Destination Herf, I had Cheryl, LaShandra, Zernet, Z, all those people that I know. They would come up and go, can I have one? And of course you're going to have one. I'm not going to charge you $10 here. But guess what? I noticed that instead of selling it for $10, I give them away, and then they go buy and they buy the Lancero to smoke it.
There you go.
Because it's a 38 gauge. You can't stick any other gauge in there but 38.
Okay.
I am a Lancero girl. I have mine. Now that you told me I know you told me it was handmade. So now that I know it's Syrian handmade, I'm not smoking it until I actually see you again in person.
Well,
in January.
No, and I'm telling you, I tell people the story and they go, yeah, right. You probably did it like in Hialeah somewhere in Miami or something. No. Those were done in Syria in the middle of a big firefight or whatever was going on over there and stuff like that. So my friend brought them in. And then everybody was saying, we love that 4-inch 60 box press torpedo. Why don't you make it bigger? So I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, how many cigars am I going to make? Everybody asks the same question. You all know that I went to the Houston Cigar Festival, and at the Houston Cigar Festival, everybody was like, "Oh man, I'm so glad you made this." And this is the one that we came up with. It's a 6.5
Yes.
by 60 box press.
That's my favorite.
I'm telling you, it's hit big time.
Hey, listen,
And
if I ever have to go to rehab for smoking these, blame Jay Ferg.
don't worry, I'll take care of you.
You got me. I appreciate it, my
I got
brother.
you.
So Chester, make sure you put Izzy's. Ramona's asking where can she purchase. His website is live.
Thank you, sir. Yep.
So if you drop
Absolutely.
that,
No, you tell us, Izzy. You got a question up there. Where can you get those cigars? And I know the answer, but you tell us where can we get your cigars?
Okay, we started a online store in conjunction with the Burnt Leaf, and they are just. I mean, George. Every week they call me. Hey, I need 10 more boxes. Hey, I need 50 more boxes. Hey, he just can't stop selling the cigars. So you either go to the Burnt Leaf website or go to www.tuxcigars.com. www.tuxcigars.com, and on our website you're going to see it says online. Click on there and it takes you straight into the Burnt Leaf Cigar Lounge. It's been working out very, very, very well.
We'll make sure we post that so that everybody will know. That's definitely good information because I know everybody needs to have this cigar. If you've not had a Tux yet, you definitely need to try one. Jay Ferg, what you got for Izzy? You're the reason why Izzy is here with us.
That is correct.
What do you got for Izzy? And you probably know everything, so I don't even know why you asking questions. But go ahead.
You know, the thing about it is, right? So I met Izzy last year at Burnt Leaf, and we vibed, and I kind of set him up a little bit, right? So when we actually had our first meeting, we were supposed to have lunch, but I'm like, nah. So I said, yo, meet me at Smoking Daddies, right? But it was part of my plan. So I'm like, if I get him in Smoking Daddies, I'm introducing to the owners. He gonna give him some samples, and they gonna bring the cigar in, right?
That's it. And now you know where to get them.
But here's the crazy part, right? I said, yo, I said, Ben, this is my man. He's like, I know Izzy Martinez. I'm like, wait, what? Come to find out, the owner over there and Izzy and his dad were partners as cops.
Oh man,
wow.
small world.
Small world,
So
right?
6
Small
degrees
world.
separation.
Disneyland.
Easy enough to put a Cuban and a Puerto Rican in the same car.
Yeah. long story short, they brought the cigars into Smoking Daddies, and it's been doing amazing over there.
Yes, sir.
Amazing.
So
And I love the box. The box is so cute because it's a little tuxedo shirt with the buttons and the bow tie. I
Cheryl,
love
you know
it.
something? Here's the way that I think. I'm not trying to put down anybody else. I mean, probably in the future I'll come out with a gorgeous box, but I wanted to keep everything nice and simple because the thing is, if I do an amazing box where everybody wants the box, what happens is, who's going to pay for the box? Me? I'm not paying for the box. You are. And I don't want to pass that to the consumer. I want the consumer to get the majority of the actual purchase of the cigar, not of the box. I am coming out with a gift box that's probably going to be towards the beginning of next year, and it's going to be nice. It's going to be very nice, but
I'm
nice
putting my bid in.
But a nice and simple.
I'm putting my bid in now.
No, nice and simple. And at the end of this, don't forget, ask me about our latest cigar that we're working on right now. As a matter of fact, I was just talking to Nicaragua 2 hours ago, and you're gonna get a kick out of it. I think I sent it to you, Chester, right?
No, which one was it?
The 6.5 by 70.
Ooh,
No.
You haven't
I
seen
know.
it?
I know.
No. Oh, Jay, you ain't
know
shit.
you know. Really, Jay?
No, you said it to Jay Berg.
I know something you don't know.
I don't. And the reason I don't want to say the name on the air, I'm going to send you a copy of it and just keep it for yourself.
Okay.
Is because here's the important part about the cigar. Here's a commercial, by the way. Everybody thinks that, oh, he says that because he's trying to do a commercial. I'm not. Think about this. I don't care what you think about me, and and you shouldn't care what I think about you. Once you get past that front door, that threshold in those lounges, everybody is there for one reason and one reason only, unless you start talking politics and religion and all that other stuff, which I stay the hell out of.
Yeah.
But if you stay within the cigar, it doesn't matter who you are. I don't care if you're black, white, green, or yellow. Everybody smokes together. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
So that cigar, the name,
Amen.
once you see the name, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay. We got to welcome Vanita Applebum. Look, I'm gonna skip by
Good
everybody
evening,
else because
everybody. I'm sorry I'm late.
we see
Y'all know
Applebum is in her truck, so we need to get her on here ASAP. Welcome, Queen. Welcome back to the motherland.
In the
Hello,
background.
I
Welcome.
mean, we're gonna say the motherland to the other land. Welcome back to the other land, not the
Thank you.
motherland.
I didn't want to come back. I'm
I
sorry.
know. We
I
could
didn't want to
tell.
come back.
We could tell.
I was debating. My money ran funny, so I decided to leave.
I hate
Hi,
it when that
So
happens.
Izzy.
everybody, Benita went to her other home in Greece.
Greece.
So she spent a month-ish there with her beautiful daughter that's riding side saddle with her.
Shit,
One of
we were
her
there.
beautiful
Right.
daughters. I
I think
know.
we was in Greece. We were all in Greece. Benita showed us everything.
Did I show you everything?
Well, not
You
everything.
did.
Not everything. Slow down, Applebum. Slow
Sit
down.
down.
We had an awesome interview with Izzy on the beautiful beach.
Yeah.
And so I know Benita can recap just as easily as I could, but she can tell you guys I fell in love with the rapper alone because I'm dark and oily,
Mm. You ain't gonna
and I
say nothing else.
love that oscuro looking leaf. I love it.
But
Sure, you hate dark
The
and oil.
leave
Lancero
her
is
alone,
one of
bro.
my favorites.
Hey, hold up. We gonna bring this all back. Benita, what you got? What do you have for Izzy? We know you
Okay,
got
so
you on the road, but I know you got some questions or you got something you want to say to Izzy.
you know, first of all, I think first impressions are lasting impress. Oh my God, what did I just do?
That's all right.
Hold
We can
on, you
hear you.
guys. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, first impressions are lasting impressions, and I want to say that from the time I met Izzy, it's always going to be at the forefront. The one thing that I remember most is the honey dip. Lord have mercy, the honey dip.
We
I
gonna get to that.
love the honey dip. You
Yeah.
hear
Thank
me?
you.
So
Woo.
I think that I know a lot about cigars, but Izzy showed me some goodness.
So
The Lancero is really nice. I love my coffee, the little short
We,
of it. Sometimes I don't
we
get
losing your
enough
sound.
time for it. A little
I
dark
think because she
roast,
took her
that's
headset off.
it. But
Benita.
Izzy, I can't express enough.
Benita.
Cass, can you hear me? Okay,
No.
No.
you can put me on speaker.
Oh, she's
Your
trying to convert
headset.
it to her speaker.
Can you guys hear me?
We
Yes.
can hear you a little bit.
Can you guys hear
Put
me?
the, there you
Yeah.
go.
Can you hear me now? There we go.
Yep.
There we go. There we go. Okay. So I can't express enough the okay. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right, good. So, like I was saying, first impressions are lasting impressions. With Izzy, it's just his mannerism, the respect he have for a fellow cigar smoker as well, woman or man. And like I said, I love the fact that I learned something from Izzy. Dipping my cigar in honey in the mornings when I'm drinking my coffee.
Mm.
It is just the greatest thing. So here I am. I think like a 28-year smoker, I know a lot about cigars, but you have to be able to learn
Mm-hmm.
uh, uh, and put aside what you think you know.
Yeah.
Uh, because you can always learn something in the cigar culture, in the cigar world. And I did learn something from Izzy, besides the fact as well that he has a great vibe. His
Amen.
vibe and great character, great vibe. I love it. I
Good
love it.
man.
Yeah.
We have
Good.
an awesome time. And
Thank you.
uh,
Thank you.
hopefully next year I can get back to Cuba because that's where I learned dipping the cap in the honey. So we'll have to chat. We'll have to have a sidebar so I can know
And
where to
remember,
go. I was out at
just
a
remember,
farm, so that's where I learned it from the farmer.
well,
Okay.
remember this, that a lot of people think that they used to dip it in honey for the flavor, and
Right.
it wasn't for the flavor. Back in the, in the early years of the tobacco and stuff like that, um, I remember them dipping it, and now I figured it out. And an old timer told me this. He goes, the reason we dipped it is because we figured that where we cut, and remember they didn't have cutters, they used their
Hmm.
teeth. So wherever they cut, they would dip it in the honey, and they would use the honey as a filter in order to
Uh-huh.
keep out all the impurities of the cigar.
Purities. Right. I remember
Now,
that.
now in 2025, we look back and we go, did it work? I don't know if it worked, but I'm telling you right now I can tell you that it tastes good, especially with a cup of
Yes.
coffee. It's amazing.
Yes.
And that's any cigar, not
Indeed.
only the lens,
Yes.
any cigar. What happens is that I talk to men, and then I tell them, hey, try the honey, whatever, and they're like, no, I don't like dipper, whatever. Try it. I'm telling you right now, it's that
Mhm.
at the beginning it's a little sweet, and then don't keep dipping it, just keep smoking it. What happens is for me it enhances the flavor of the cigar by 100%. I mean, this thing is really really amazing. It's nothing new. People think, I'm not here to reinvent the wheel. I'm here to go ahead and try to refine it, tweak it, whatever you want to call it, and come up with different concepts.
Mhm.
If I come up with 5 cigars trying to simulate the Cuban cigar, then what I'm doing is I'm limiting myself to just one market. I want to market with everybody. I want everybody to
Right.
enjoy the cigar. And so far, that's the way it's been. That's the way it's been. And just so you know, there's a lot of people that ask me questions about the color of the cigar.
Uh-huh.
Okay. This
Thank you.
industry is no different than the other industries. You got good people and you got bad people. So I walked into a shop one day that I already had my cigars, and the owner says, "Hey, Izzy, is it true that you paint your cigars?" And I said,
Wow.
"No, that is a process, and there's nothing wrong with that process, but no, we don't. What we do is we get molasses, we steam it, and we steam the leaf about 16 hours to get that color, or until we get
Mhm.
that color that we're looking for.
Okay.
Then they say, what about the shine? You put oil?" Well, we don't need to put oil, because what we do is we grind coffee beans, and there's a process when you grind the coffee beans, you get like a slime, and that slime doesn't taste like anything, so it doesn't affect the cigar in any way. But what
Okay.
happens is when you rub it on the cigar, it keeps that shine, and that's
Gives
why
it.
especially the darker one, it has a very
Right.
nice shine to it.
Would you say Cheryl dark and oily?
Now,
I'm staying out
is
of
it,
that one.
if I may ask a question, um,
And I'm
upon
not a
writing
coffee
this,
drinker, so you don't get a front forward taste of it. Not to me. What I'm tasting is the components of the cigar. I'm not tasting any of that. Maybe mid to back palate, but for me, not being a coffee drinker, um, it's doing its thing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
well, here's another thing. The way that I make my cigars. One of the things is that we do approximately 7 blends, different blends of each cigar, and we sit there and I'll smoke all 14 of them, not on the same
Mm.
day, because I have a certain way of doing it. Is this the first cigar in the morning? Is that cigar that I'm going to have? I'll have
Okay.
it by itself. Then I'll bring in the coffee, so on and so forth. So far, it's worked, because
Mhm.
what's important to me is that I'm supposed to like it, but you guys are supposed to love it.
Right.
You understand? I can make a cigar that
Yeah.
I can say, wow, this is as close to a Cuban cigar as it gets, and it's tasty, blah blah blah. But if you all don't like it, I can just go ahead and trash it, or I'll be smoking cigars for a long time.
Yeah. It'll be
You
just
know,
your blend.
of
Right.
course. So I like a variety within that collection. I like the variety of cigars. That's why you don't see me every 3 or 4 months coming out with a different cigar and a different cigar and a different. I don't do that. I got five different ones right now, and the sixth one, you know, I'm hoping to have it for Destination Herf.
Okay, looking forward to that. What you got, Chris? You was
Well, yeah, I had a question because I started out smoking. I couldn't wait till the show started, so I had to light mine. On the cigar that we were just talking about in question, upon lighting it initially, there's a very smooth and cool taste that is unfamiliar to me. I don't care how many notes you think you know, but there's just something about that initial light around about through the first third that just kind of blows me away. What can you describe that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I forgot to tell you. Once the cigar is made, we put them in empty rum barrels, and we let them age inside the barrels. We do, and we leave them there for about 10 days. Once the cigar is in there for 10 days, we bring it out. What happens is the cigar is not infused. Does not touch any rum or any liquor. Remember that once the barrels are open and left open, what happens is the alcohol evaporates, but the smell's still there. You know, we've all done it. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody here has done it. That where you go to a barrel and you stick your nose in there and it's empty, you go, man, that smells good. It's because the cedar, the Spanish cedar that's inside, grabs that taste that
holds it,
and it just keeps it in there.
Yeah.
At the beginning, I'm gonna be truthful. At the beginning, I was like, I was a little hesitant because me myself, I'm not into the infused cigar kind of thing. I know there's people that like it, and God bless them. But I like to put as least stuff on the cigar as possible, especially when it's all natural, because you know the coffee beans, you know, it's natural, you know, and I'm telling you, it's worked out very, very, very well.
I will agree. I said I do agree.
You know, this industry, if you notice in Chester and a few of the other people in Cheryl and all that, they know. And when I met you guys in Destination Herf, you know, I told a few people, you know, there's more to this than just making money. There's making friendship and making contacts and being able to talk about the cigars, so on and so forth. And if you notice, everybody that sends me a picture, I post. And I put thank you so much, so on and so forth. Listen, don't get me wrong, it's a nightmare. I got to sit there sometimes till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and answer but you know what? I don't mind, because they are the ones that are making it. You guys are the ones making it happen. You guys are the ones that are making it happen. And you know, you guys can call me 24/7 and say, Izzy, this cigar, this batch is, you know, has this issue or this other issue. You know, I'm gonna call you right back. That's just the way I am.
Yeah,
and I'm a one-man operation. Okay, I'm a one-man operation with the help of my wonderful wife that does all the paperwork and all that stuff. But as far as marketing, I do my own marketing. It might look crazy, but it's working. It is working.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I was smoking this cigar so much after Destination Herf last year and talking about him so much, people thought I was a rep. It was like, are you a rep?
Izzy, let me tell you, he has single-handedly turned the DMV onto this cigar.
This is,
now, when I say DMV, I'm talking about the district, Maryland, and Virginia. Single-handedly himself.
No.
He don't want to take credit for nothing.
No.
A little short bastard, right? Get on my doggone nerves.
Stony, what you got, man? We ain't listen to this joker. We ain't his show today. Welcome to the Smoking Jacket with power to the people. What you got for us, Stony? What you got for our good brother?
Well, man, I'm just super excited for getting a chance to meet you this year. Fortunately, I wasn't able to make it there in January. But it's already on my calendar for this upcoming year. I've been there the years prior. So I'm looking forward to hearing smoking a cigar. I mean, you have to be able to try it, but I'm hearing wonderful things. I love it in Cyril. So yeah, I'm excited about it, man. I'm looking forward to meeting you as well, brother.
Same here. Man. Same here. You know what's funny? This is funny. I walk into a lounge, right? And you all now know how I am. So I walk in and I go, hey, I love your cigar. Hey, thank you, brother. Hey, thank you, brother. I go, hey, I don't want to offend anybody, but just for the record, I brother everybody. I don't care who it is, but I brother everybody. Just, you know, no, it's all cool. It's all cool. And I go, all right. I don't want you to think I'm trying to buddy up to you or whatever it is. I just do that to everybody. And they were laughing their butts off. But I truly enjoy what I do. And I truly enjoy having you guys, not because you guys, but Chester, Cheryl, the whole crew. I mean, this whole crew that's there is just totally amazing. The way that we've kept contact for almost a year. And you know what? We'll continue to keep contact for it. You have my phone number. Anybody that you know that wants, let me tell you something. I have stores right now all over the United States. Just, calling me Izzy, can you send me samples? Can you send me samples? Can you send me samples? Here's the truth. I can take you to the warehouse and I can take a picture and you can post it. That I have 5 boxes of this one left. I have 5 boxes of the small Maduro and the Habano. This Habano right here with the Ecuadorian wrapper. It's going like hotcake.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Lancero, I got 3 boxes left. I ordered 5,000 more, and they're working on it. But anybody that you know that's out there, they want to, contact me. I'll be more than glad to talk to them. And once my new load comes in, you know that I'm going to take care of you. You know that I'm not gonna just you can order online. Go to www and go order online and make me some money so I can buy another house and buy another. No, that's not what it's about. So you know I'm gonna take care of you. I'm just waiting for that load to come in. That's why I was talking to Nicaragua 2 hours ago.
Okay.
See, in the cigar, a lot of people ask me, what is it that you look for in the cigar? Well, I'm really old school. Even though I'm 62, I'm getting there. But I remember my dad and my uncles, so on and so forth. And what they look for is, what I look for, and they would look for, is 2 things. Obviously, a good taste of tobacco and the taste of the soil. And people go, soil? Yes, soil. You don't notice it, but when you like a cigar and you smoke it, take a second and go, man, this cigar is good. It doesn't have to be Tux, any other cigar. And you're going to say, yeah, I can taste the soil. I love that soily taste. I love it.
That earthy.
It brings out the true flavor of the cigar.
Now, Izzy, if I can ask you a question on what you just said, what makes a good soil? Because I can tell you, I noticed, and I don't want to name any brands, but when the fields got burnt, etc., so on. And I'm sure they had to go to a different soil, but then you get a different taste. And a person like myself and any other aficionado will know the difference in taste and say, no, this is not the same. So what makes, a really good soil to bring out a great cigar?
Big brother
Not
Tim.
Not too many people know that. Okay. And I'm going to tell you that a little secret.
Mm-hmm.
All the big boys, behind every single big boy cigar maker out there that's been around for a lot of years, you're going to notice there's always one little old Cuban guy that is the farmer that gets up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. They go work, and they work those fields till the sun goes down. And that is the guy that I want to talk to. What happens is, if you take me down to Nicaragua, you go, okay, let's go up on a helicopter and pick out a good soil. I don't know where to start picking out the good soil. So what I do is I look to the right or to the left, and I look at the old man, and the old man, wherever that old man points out, that's where we're going. Because the humidity and the temperature and a whole bunch of stuff has to a lot to do with it. It also has to do with, especially with the humidity. If there's if it's on a hill, if it's on a mountain, on a hill, wherever it's close to a hill, and they water it, and then the water runs off, so on and so forth. That's beyond my pay rate.
You say you pay people to do that.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. And people ask me, how did you get into this thing? And then from the get-go, you pretty much did good. And I said, because I went to the right people. You understand?
I went in my stash
Are you went in there? Oh my God! Look at her.
This is
I'll get you. We'll get some more. I'll send you guys some assorted ones once we get those things, and you guys can go ahead and then fight for the cigars up there or whatever it is you guys are gonna do. But when it comes to the soil, listen, don't let them kid you. I can tell you right now. I can tell you one thing. A lot of people tell me, "Hey, this is a Cuban cigar," and I'll smoke it, and then you see the ash. It's white. It's not a Cuban cigar. Cuban cigars do not have a white ash. It has a gray ash.
Preach.
And according to someone that knew very well, he told me is that the phosphorus in the soil in Cuba is what makes the cigar ash. Now you're gonna have somebody listening and going, "That's not what it is. That's what." Listen, that's okay. I got people that I knock on their door. They don't charge me a penny, and I want to get their information before they move on to a better life.
I got you. Pass that information down. So tell us this. Why the name Tux? Where did it? We've had this conversation before, but for those that don't know, why the name Tux?
The color of the cigar. When I came out with that dark color cigar, and I said I want a white band, so I made a white band that just said Tux on it, no logo, no nothing, and I just placed it on top. I go, this looks like a tuxedo. So I want something that's elegant, and I want something that has to do with tuxedo. I don't like long names. I like short names. I like single letters, single words. It makes it a lot easier
to remember.
That's where the Tux came from. That the first one, that little 4x60. Here's another thing. People say, "Oh, I can smoke that in 20 minutes." I dare you.
Not this. I always say I'm wearing a hoodie, but my smoke is in the tux.
This here, this 4-inch. I mean, if you want to ruin the cigar, yeah, you can go ahead and huff and puff and smoke it in 15, 20 minutes. But if you're going to smoke it, this cigar right here, that's only 4 inches, 60 with a lot of good material inside. So this is an hour cigar. The other day, I walked into the cigar shop and I gave one to a gentleman that was there. And he goes, "Oh, I'm glad because I only have time for a small one." So I gave it to him. I didn't say nothing. So after a while, I looked at him. I go, have you realized that we've been talking for an hour and 10 minutes because I timed him? And you're still smoking the cigar? And he goes, "Holy crap, you're right." And I said, "Yeah, of course. Yeah."
I started with that one, and it was almost an hour, but this is delicious.
Izzy, what would you pair it with in that spirit? I know you said you express liking coffee with your cigar, but what would you pair that shorty with?
Okay.
Since it's it'll take a minute to smoke it.
Whatever liquor that you like is what you pair with. Because let me tell you what happens. Listen to this, and I have an explanation. So let's say that a certain lounge has a whiskey pairing event, and you're not a whiskey person. Okay, how's that going to work out? Right?
True.
So if you go to a pairing and they have whiskey and they have rum and they have bourbon and they have vodka and they have all these liquors, right? It's the one that you like. I'm a sweet kind, I like that sweet. I don't drink as 16 years ago. I had diabetes and I never had a drink in my life again. Well, I kind of have little taste. And stuff like that, but it's all sweet.
That's right. Come clean.
Yeah. I must confess. No.
Liver never lies.
Listen, you know what I would like? I used to drink, I had dinner, Sambuca, and a cigar. Okay. Irish cream.
Okay.
I like that. It was always sweet. Okay. So whatever it is that you like, just make sure that when you go to these pairings, don't let it, a lot of people go, "I don't like the cigar." Yeah, but it was a whiskey thing, and you don't drink whiskey, you drink bourbon. So that threw you off.
So what? Right.
You understand? So you make sure that whatever cigar you're trying out, now if it's a cigar that you already had and you know it's good and you like it, you can drink, Gatorade or whatever it is that you're going to drink. But make sure that when you go to pairings, it's the type of pairing event that you like. Unless it's free, then every pairing is great, you know. You know.
Okay.
I
But
would
I'm
love
a
to
big time
see.
coffee guy.
I would love to see the wrap before that process with the molasses.
Oh, here's another. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm planning. I'm going to Nicaragua within the next few months. I've been trying to do this for a year, and everything just kind of, that went south. But I want to go because I want to take my uncle, the only surviving uncle that I have. He's in Jersey, and I want to take him out there and take him to the factories and the fields and all that and so forth.
Oh man, that's nice.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I want him to see the whole process, and at the same time, so people that have nothing better to do to say that the cigar is painted, I'm going to go ahead and videotape. I'm going to
Oh,
videotape the
good.
process. Now,
Wow.
keep in mind, it's 16 hours. So what I'll probably do is I'll do the beginning of the process and then the result.
Yeah,
So
I would
they can
love to
see
see
it
that.
steaming and so on and so forth. You know what's funny is that I picked up a new store. It's in Coconut Grove here, and he's a friend of mine and his brother. And I'm sitting there and I'm telling him the story about the painted cigar and the oil and all that stuff. He goes, "That's not painted." I said, "How do you know?" He goes, "No, that's steamed with molasses." So I looked at him and I go, "Huh? Okay, where do I get the shine?" He goes, "From the coffee."
Ah,
Because that guy practically lives in Dominican Republic, with all the factories and
So
stuff
he
like that.
knew.
mhm.
That's the guy that I want to talk to.
Yeah,
Mhm.
You
yeah,
follow? Because
yeah. Got
anybody, I mean, what advice am I going to give to somebody? If somebody comes up to me and says, "I want to go ahead and plant tobacco and stuff like that. Can you come and help me?" I can go ahead and be the photographer or the video guy that's going to videotape, but I don't know anything where to plant it or where to start. But I do have those old timers that are still around that anytime I have any questions, and at the beginning of this, I would sit there for hours and talk to them. Hours.
good
You know?
Lord.
So you pretty much
Great
became a
advice.
student. You became a student of your brand, and I think that's a smart way to go about doing it. Because once you become a student, you're absorbing all that knowledge,
Yes.
That's
Because
and I think
wonderful.
that
Jason, what happens is the following. If I call a factory and I go, "Do me a favor, can you do me a couple of cigars and send them to me and let me try them out?" Uh, I probably would have gotten, who the hell knows what I would have gotten. But when you sit there and you work with a factory and you go, "This is what I'm looking for," and if you notice, I know that there's people that like a lot of strong cigar. And there's a difference between strong and flavor. Okay.
Right.
You can have a strong cigar with no flavor, or you
Mm.
can have a flavored cigar that's not strong. If you notice on this one, I like for the cigar to start nice and smooth and start building up. There are
Mm.
people that do it the other way around. I I don't knock knock yourself out. Do it that way, and it works for you. For me, I gotta have the cigar that starts nice and smooth, and then it starts building up character. Because then the people smoke the whole entire thing and get the whole spectrum of the cigar.
That's what's up, man. What Stoney? You got anything else? You sitting back
No, man,
chilling?
I'm just sitting there kind of jealous. I haven't
Absorbing?
had one of the cigars y'all talking about, so I'm over here just kind of see if I can get one beforehand because January is a long time away, so I'm gonna try to go ahead and find one myself. Either order online.
I'm gonna
Stoney,
send
where
you
you
one.
at? Where are you at?
Chicago. I'm in Chicago.
Or in Chicago? All right,
Yes.
send me. If you don't have my number, listen. My number's not a secret. My number's on my webpage. So you can go to
Okay.
www.tuxcigars.com, blah blah. Go to the bottom and it has my number. Shoot me a text with your information, and
There it
I'll
is.
send you a couple for you to try.
There it
Appreciate
is.
that, brother.
Man,
Looking forward to it.
And that,
So now
that
I
says
can join in
that
on
says a
this.
lot about you. That says a lot
Absolutely.
about you when someone can contact you and say, "Hey, look, tell me about the cigar," or where can I get the cigar? That's a great thing. It really is.
Absolutely.
Izzy will be changing his number next year, though.
When you're available, when you're available to the people.
Everybody, like, I'm tired. My phone ringing nonstop.
Let me tell you something. Do you know how many cops, friend of mine, that are now retired and stuff, to go, "Man, you give out your phone just like that?" And I said, "What are they going to do? Reach in through the phone, grab me by the throat, or put a gun in my hand?" For crying out loud. If they call and say, "I don't like your cigar," I hang up.
Yeah.
It's never
That's
happened,
it.
by the way.
You
But
don't,
who cares?
you don't have to stay on the call.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't answer.
Thank you. God bless and good night.
No. And Jason knows I carry that dot bracelet,
Yeah.
and I walk into a cigar lounge, and they go, Izzy. I go into Burn Leaf, and it's like, oh, I want you to meet this guy. I want you to meet this other guy. And the first thing out of my mouth, and Jason will tell you, do you have your phone with you? And they look at me like, yeah, what are you gonna do? And I said, pull your phone out. And when they
Yep.
bring it out, I tap it, and my card shows up. I said, now you got my contact. So you give me a call. Any issues or any questions, you give me a call. Don't matter the time, because most of the time I go to bed at 4:00 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
You know, but I enjoy it. I truly enjoyed, you know, that Destination Herf and the Houston Cigar Festival. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I had a good time.
Well, we hopefully gonna get you introduced to Chicago Cigar Week.
Yeah, we got to get you up in Chicago.
Stoney is the proprietor, host of Chicago Cigar Week, which we just came off of,
I'm here.
going into our Destination Herf season. So
Yeah, that would be nice.
Absolutely.
You would
I
love that.
enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed that Houston one. The best catfish, you know. What happens is they had you saw the food truck outside right there, Chester? That food truck? So I go up to the girl and I said, I can eat ribs in Miami. Every corner has a rib place. I said, but I love catfish. I do. I'm a catfish freak. So I go, how's the catfish? She goes, buy it. If you don't like it, you don't have to pay for it. I went to the car and I disappeared for about 25 minutes. I had so much catfish, man. Oh, Lord. And I have the pictures too. They're posted.
Southern
You see
style,
the
Southern
big
style.
plate of catfish. I'm going to tell
Yeah,
you
that's
something right now before you know we lose track of this. When I was up in
Hey,
Houston
Joe.
and I was with Vivian and that whole crew up there, we were standing outside, and I go, you know what scares people? You know what scares people? What concerns people? And they're like, what? And I go, within the next 5 years, I said 10 years, but within the next 10 years, the black cigar smoker and the black owned cigar lounges, okay, are going to run this market. Mark my words.
Wow.
And V turned around and said, you think so? I think within 5. I said, let's not get carried away within the next 10 years. And I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah. Why?
I go to an event, right? And it's a predominantly black lounge, right? And you do a presentation. 90% of the people or 95% of the people, they want to know, they want to learn, and they want to ask questions. They drive me crazy throughout the whole event, which is what I like, right? The markets down here are a little bit different because you walk into some of the shops, and mind you, I only have 12 cigar shops and 1 online. That's it. And I am pushing now this year, hopefully, with 20,000 cigars. So you walk into a cigar shop, and the first thing they do is they go like this, and they look at you and they go, just put them there. I'll smoke them later.
No.
What? Listen to what I got to tell you. You're going to say one day, that crazy guy, Izzy Martinez, he was right. Keep doing what you're doing, spread the word around, and just learn, and don't buy into the, how can I say it?
Say it.
Say it.
Say it.
Say it.
Tell the truth.
There's a
And say
lot
the
of-
Come
truth.
on.
Hey, don't buy into the misinformation or the
Fake
pretty
news.
stuff. This is not that complicated, guys. It's really not that complicated. People make it complicated. You know what I mean? They make it complicated. Just make sure that keep it consistent. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's going to be my prediction. And I told, and you can ask V, hang up and ask V. And V goes, he said it. I told him in front of everybody. I said, just keep doing what you're doing and don't drop the ball. Get bigger. Pass the word around. Pass the information around. Let the people know and learn about the cigar, because right now, that is the market. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not making any
I agree.
cigar be as close to a Cuban cigar because that's not going to happen. I make cigars for the people that want that cigar, and that's the reason I'm here.
Amen. No,
Hey,
you definitely. I agree with Benita. You bring good energy, man, and anyone that meets you, anybody that says anything different, something's wrong with those folks. 'Cause I haven't met a person yet who have met you and had anything bad to say at all,
Right.
at all. But I can tell you, this cigar, it is a. It is the 10th wonder of the world because as dark as it
oh
looks,
my,
everybody goes, "Oh man, that's too strong for me." It is not. This
it's
is a
not.
very smooth cigar. So, what would you equate this to as strength wise?
It depends. At the foot, it's going to be. I want to say for me, it's a medium at the foot. And now, the closer you get to that center, the middle, the middle portion of that cigar, it starts to pick up. And what's funny is that when I went, especially in Houston, and at Destination Herf, I gave out some cigars to the barbecue guys, the guys that did the barbecue out there,
Yeah,
and I go, "Oh man, I love that." That's probably I said it's not strong, but you're gonna come up to me and you're gonna let me know when you start to feel it. So halfway through, they came by and they go, "We feel it." I said, "That's what I want."
that's what you want. Oh
They,
my goodness.
they then build up all the way to the head of the cigar.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
that's my biggest thing with Nicaragua. I say, you make sure that I still get that progress. I don't want a quick, oh my God, this is so strong. Now picture somebody that doesn't like strong cigars, right? And I make it strong at the foot. Get go, you start it off. As soon as you start it off, you go, I'm not smoking this. And you put it away and you never found out. If you never waited to find out
It
what was going to
changes.
happen towards the middle, that's going to, no, I want to do it the other way around. I want people to put it in their mouth and go, this is not really that strong for me. I like them stronger. And then when they get to the middle, they go, okay, I see it.
Yeah.
That's for me, that's a true cigar.
Yes, sir.
This is
Oh,
absolutely delicious. I mean,
Cheryl, you're
the,
smoking which one now?
is that the
What are you
Habano?
tasting?
the
What are you tasting,
Habano,
Cheryl?
That
the Habano.
cigar, when I first made that one, the Habano, I'm an Habano guy. So when I first made it, I was like, oh man, I don't know if that's going to work out. The other two has worked out so well. And then I said, no, I want a certain leaf from Ecuador. And I got it. And it was like,
Mm-mm-mm.
oh my Lord. And it's just really got off. And people look at it and they go, oh, that's a Connecticut. It's not a Connecticut. And then the little
No.
ones, it's a Sumatra. So that's a different, it has a little bit more spice. It has a little bit more
Mm.
Mhm.
character. That little one, oh man.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
can't
That
keep
was
them in stock long enough, so we continue to do it.
that little
And
one is
this
a
is
little
so
feisty.
consistent. This is so consistent in the flavor, and you could literally retrohale this entire cigar.
Yeah.
There's no heat. There's no peppery. Um,
Mhm.
mid nasal, make your eyes water, and all the things.
Mm-mm.
And I am almost at the belly.
Oh,
Yeah. I
and
would
also
pair
think
that
about
that
if you
one with
want
some
to.
wine.
Oh yeah, but if
Well,
you want to ruin that cigar, smoke it fast. You want to ruin it,
Mhm.
smoke it like really, really, really fast, really fast, really fast. It starts to
Right.
get bitter.
Yeah.
That's not what that
Burn.
cigar is about. Sit down. If you don't have time to smoke that cigar, go
Don't
grab
light it.
a bundle cigar, a $2 cigar, smoke it, and then I play golf almost every day. I don't take good cigars out there. I take bundle cigars. So if it goes bad and because of the humidity and the temperature and all, I throw it
Mhm.
away. I grab another one.
Mhm.
And there's people that go out and they play golf and then they take a picture of a cigar and go, look, it's not burning very well. Not with mine. But I see it all the time, and I go, "You shouldn't do that. You're in the wrong spot to question any cigar. You're in the middle of a golf course where it's windy, it is hot,
Exactly.
it's humid, and it's going to ruin any cigar."
and we've had that discussion, I think it was a year or two ago, where we talked about the atmospheric environment changes the cigar. So that's why you get a lot of unraveling. The cigar becomes bloated in the center,
Won't stay lit.
and all the things won't stay lit, may dry out, going into the mid body, or you get a lot of nicotine near the cap. But
That's
once you take it
that's
out of the humidor, I mean,
and that's
it's
the
subject
idea.
to where you are.
That is the idea for the cigar. Every cigar, you're never well. This 70, the 6.5 by 70 that we're working on. Everybody says we love that 60, but you always have those people that say we want a little bit more punch to it. You want a little bit more punch? I'm going to give you a little bit more punch. Nothing that's going to knock anybody over, but it's going to have a little bit more punch than that one, than this one here. So we're going to do it, and we're going to put it out there. And what I'm going to do is, to make it affordable, I'm going to put it in boxes of 10s.
Okay.
Okay. Izzy, if you can look there and see Ramona Davis's question. It's a good question because enunciations and pronunciations are, different based on dialect when it comes to pronunciation of like Habano or Habano, as you said. So can you speak to that?
No, in Spanish we call it Habano, but then you also got to realize that in the Cuban culture, especially down here in South Florida, the people go, "Oh, that's a nice Habano," and it's not an Habano, but they're referring to the cigar itself. Okay, just like they'll say, "Oh, that's a nice puro." Puro means pure, so they call it a puro. I pretty much tend to stay within the, "Oh, that's a nice tobacco, that's a nice cigar." Stay there. But Habano, however you pronounce it, trust me when I tell you, there's no right way and there's no wrong way. But sometimes be aware that if it's especially Cuban, they're going to refer to it and they go, that's very nice Habano. So people go, no, this is a Maduro or a Connecticut or a Sumatra or what, and then no, I'm referring to the cigar. You understand? And in Cuba, they used to call them puro too, which means purity.
Yep.
I try to stay away from all that stuff. I go straight to the thing and I go, "Hey, Chester, nice cigar. Hey, I like it." You know me. I tell you how it is. I don't. I'm gonna tell you this. Here's another one, and there's nothing wrong with it. Back in the days, when the old days, when my dad and my uncles and all that stuff were doing cigars, I never saw them do two things. Number one, there was no cutter. So if my dad was alive today, he would have said, "What in the world is that?" And I said, "No, this is a cutter. A cutter. That's why you have teeth." Or the old timers would get toothpicks and make two little holes, and they would try it. If it didn't work out, they would make another hole into the
get
head.
the right draw.
And that was their cutter or their teeth. They'll cut it with the teeth. Okay.
Well, I did
and
this
the other
one with
thing
my
is
teeth
toasting.
because I don't know where my cutter is. So
See, that's fine. That's fine. You're enjoying it. Bottom line.
Right.
and this one had a little slight pigtail on the cap.
Well, that's the reason I put it on there. If you notice, you grab it with your fingers and you just snap it off. For me, that's good enough. Because I haven't had any
Nice and
cigars.
simple.
Haven't had any. Okay, that somebody will come back and go, "Man, what a tough draw."
No.
Have you guys had any experience
No.
draw on the cigars?
No, absolutely.
Not
All
at
right,
all.
here's another thing. They're females. Most of the people working in that factory, they're females. And that has a lot to do with it. Not that the males don't know how to do it, but the female, that touch,
that
female,
finesse.
their hands, the finesse, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. And the other thing I don't do, so people go, "He doesn't know much about cigars." I don't toast my cigars. I had a guy toasting a cigar next to me the other day at a cigar shop. It was an excellent cigar that I happened to like. And I wasn't watching him. And all of a sudden, he's toasting the hell out of the cigar. And I smell burnt. So I look and I go, "What does that smell?" When I look, he's there toasting. And I'm going to tell you why. I dry draw, I cut it, and without lighting, I take a big, big inhale without lighting it. And that tells me a lot about that cigar.
Okay.
Then what I do is I proceed to go ahead and light it and twirl it around. That's it.
So-
Because I want that first woof of that cigar. I want that taste. I want that woof. I don't want to. If you notice, if you toast a cigar a lot, some people will tell you they don't know what I'm talking about. That's fine. You toast a cigar a lot, right? You see somebody doing it, they're going to be a little while before they say, "Man, this cigar is good." Of course, because you haven't gotten to the
You're
good
gonna
part
burn it.
yet.
Yeah, you're still
burning the
getting
hell out
that
of the
burn
cigar.
part. That makes
But it looks
sense.
fancy though.
Try
It
that.
does look fancy when you do all this, you know.
Hey, that's me, Izzy. Slow down.
No, no, no,
I'm gonna do better.
no. Listen to me. Nothing wrong with it. I just feel
I'm gonna
that
try it.
some people over toast a cigar
Yeah,
and burn the hell out
I'm
of the
seeing that.
cigar. Don't need to do that.
Yeah,
You want to
yeah, I'm
toast it?
seeing
Go
some.
give it a couple of rounds. Make sure that the corners are well lit, and that's it. Go smoke your
Right,
cigar.
right, right.
But that's just me. You're never gonna see me doing that unless now. If you remember the first tux that came out, like this one, remember that it had a different finish in the foot. That it was unfinished with the wrapper. The reason I had them cut was because there were people saying, I love the cigar, but man, it's hard to get it even, so on and so forth, because they didn't know how to light it. Now that cigar, you have to toast the actual wrapper that is in the front, that is covering the front. You have to toast that, because if you don't, you're gonna wear it on your clothes, or number two, you're not gonna light it correctly, and you're gonna get canoeing and all that stuff from the cigar.
Okay,
Right.
good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
Look, we're almost at the end. Izzy, we could talk to you all night long. What we're gonna do is
Yeah.
we're gonna do a round table, find out what everybody else got going on, and then Izzy, we're gonna let you close the show out. Is that all right,
Absolutely.
my brother? We're going to go with Benita first because we see her with that big steering wheel in her hand. Applebaum, what's going on with you,
Well,
baby girl? Welcome back. We missed you.
thank you. I missed you guys too. I didn't want to trade the steering wheel for the beach, to tell you the truth. And like I said, if my money wasn't running out, then I wouldn't have come home.
You
But
need
a
a
lot of
pocket full of
people,
change.
right? I need a knot in the pocket.
Yeah. What?
um, So a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people don't know that when I'm in Greece, I am at home. So I had a really good time. 4 weeks wasn't hardly enough time to do what I wanted to do or relax. And now I'm back on my grind here. I'm on my way headed to Oklahoma today. And so yeah, it's good to be back. I say that, but that's not the truth. That's not the
That's what you're
truth.
supposed to say.
That's what I'm supposed to say. But yeah, all is well. All is well. I want to say happy birthday to Stony as well.
Thank you
Stony,
very much.
Yeah.
God has saw fit to keep you in His favor for 365 days, and in that in itself is a blessing. It's a
Absolutely.
Amen.
blessing.
Appreciate
A
that.
lot of people didn't make it, so we're blessed. And Jay Ferg, I'm so looking forward to January Destination Herf. That's yeah, I'm looking forward, and of course, I'm seeing Izzy again because, like always, it's always a pleasure to see Izzy. And Cheryl, I'm gonna see you next month.
River City Smoke Fest.
Oh,
We'll be
Lord.
on
River
soon.
City, Jacksonville. So yeah, and then I got Mr. Dr. Sayso hiding in the back there. I don't know what's going on with him back there.
He on some special
Dr.
stuff
Sayso,
tonight.
he got some. Oh, all
He's on
righty then.
special assignment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I'm at my secret location.
Yeah. He in a secret location.
Okay,
Way
that's all
back.
right. Incognito. He's incognito, and that's all right. So yeah, it's good to be back. And I haven't been on the show for a couple of months.
Yeah.
Since
It's
yeah,
been a month.
since it's been a while. It's been a while. But
I think it was
Stony,
been
I
since
got
Chicago.
Stony. Yeah, that's right. But Stony, I got something to tell you.
Okay.
I met my Boaz. I met my Boaz at at at
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I met my Boaz at
Got you
where I
stuttering.
meet him at. He sure got me stuttering because he'd been chasing me from the 31st Street Beach, from the
Oh,
pier. And yeah, so I'm like, okay, next
Okay.
year we might have some wedding bells next year.
Wow.
How
oh,
about that?
Lord.
How about
Oh, Lord.
that?
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
But we're gonna need your blessing, Stony.
Okay. Yeah. You definitely got to hit me offline. I need some insight. I need to know.
Yeah. No, we all
Check him
need
out.
we all
Look,
need to get that. We need to check. We need to get him to get a check off. He got to go down the
right.
Yeah.
list.
You got
Waka.
you got it.
Look,
That's
And I
right.
Stoney, my
need
pastor
DNA.
emeritus called that smoking them over. We got to smoke them
Smoking them
over
over,
first.
and
There you go,
guess what?
Cheryl
He's a
again.
captain
Cheryl of the world.
firefighter. He's a firefighter, a captain firefighter, so he's smoking all right.
Oh, let me reach out to my brother-in-law. He was a firefighter.
Uh
Let me
oh.
get some
Uh-oh.
intel. I'll get back to
Small
you.
world.
We're gonna get ready to go.
Yeah,
Chicago
yeah.
We're gonna
Cheryl
firefighter
of the
for
come.
30
world.
years. Let me find
We
out.
always we always gonna learn something from Cheryl because we learned a lot in Chicago.
Did we?
Absolutely.
Didn't we
Did
Chester?
we?
We learned a lot from Cheryl
Woo,
in
Lord have
Chicago. So
mercy, boy.
Cheryl
yes,
University.
yes, Cheryl around the world.
Cheryl around the world. Stony, what you got, brother?
Yes.
What's going on?
Man, I'm still kind of still looking at this Vanita situation with this Boaz, bro. Like, see, we'll talk about that. Uh,
You see, I'm smiling.
She
yeah,
asked if
yeah.
you did receive.
Yeah, we actually had a couple this year celebrated. They got married actually during Cigar Week. They met each other last year during Cigar Week and got married this year.
Really?
So it might be a scenario where we have a take two coming up. So yeah, man,
Uh
looking
oh.
forward to that.
Okay. Okay. All
Uh
Yeah,
right.
oh.
looking
All
forward to
right.
that. So what I will say this, getting a chance to see some of the interviews you guys had last year, Destination Herf with Izzy. I can see how you all say how he's a vibe. Seeing, just hearing this conversation now, very genuine. Like I said, just overall vibe. So I'm really excited about getting an opportunity to come down and meet you this year, next year in January for Destination Herf. Hope we can have you come up for Chicago Cigar Week. We're doing our fifth annual, just like Jay Ferguson doing his fifth annual this year. We're looking to do our fifth annual in 2026 as well. So love to have you be a part. I'm looking forward to getting some of those cigars, especially Lancero. I'm super excited about that. So man,
Nice.
yeah, this great getting a chance to meet you. Like I said, looking forward to getting a chance to connect with you when we get down there in January.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sounds great.
Don't forget to call me though.
I will. I absolutely will.
Get
I
that
got you.
number. Lock it in. Cheryl,
No
what you
doubt.
got? Cheryl of the world.
Cheryl of the world.
Cheryl of the world.
This for me, for my palate is an everyday smoke for me. Um, and it can be my starter smoke for the day. I'm really enjoying this one, so I'll be looking for my re-up coming
Look
up.
at her. Throwing her bid in. Throwing her bid.
And before we leave, everyone, I would be remiss in saying we send our many, many condolences to our sister of the leaf, Nicole Townsend, up in Detroit, in Detroit. We love you. We're praying
Absolutely.
for you and your
We're
family
praying for you.
during this unimaginable time. And, we're going to be checking on you and making sure that your family is good. And the only other thing I have is you better get on these websites and get your tickets. They're live for Destination Herf.
Mm-hmm.
Renita and I will see you in Jacksonville next
Mm-hmm.
month,
Mhm.
right before my birthday, for River City Smoke Fest.
Yes. Yes.
Year two, we'll have the Tight Nine group on, soon, because those dates are October 16th to the 19th.
Yes.
And Izzy, my guy,
Oh,
it's
listen,
always a
I forgot to
pleasure
tell
to
you.
see you.
I talk a lot. But anyways, when you get my number, if you're anywhere near the west coast of Florida, Naples, Fort Myers, Bonita Springs, that area, I just built a house over there, which is actually TUX headquarters. Beautiful house, big lot, blah blah blah. If you guys are I told V that too. In that area at any given time,
Don't
reach
do
out
it.
to me. If I'm up there, come on down. We hit the barbecue. You bring the meat, and I put the barbecue.
Don't do it, Izzy.
Okay.
All right, we got it. We
Don't do
got a
it, Izzy.
trail.
We got
Don't
an
do
Got a
it.
trail.
invitation.
Why
We got
not?
an invitation.
Get a group going. Get them over
It
there.
sounds
Come to
like
my
a trip.
house, and we hang
It,
out.
it sounds like a trip.
All right, Chris, we got to go live. Come on.
Yes.
You ain't got to
What?
tell me but once.
Jay Fizzle. What you doing over
Yes,
there? What
sir.
you got, Jay?
Well, first of all, I want to thank Izzy for taking the time out to join us tonight
Hey,
because
man.
Yes.
this has been a long time coming, and I just want to make sure that we got you on here, man, because I think the world needs to know about this cigar.
Amen.
I've been
Mhm.
smoking cigars for over about 30 years, and
Yeah.
this has been the most unique smoke I can say I've had in a very long time. And from the
Stay
first smoke,
consistent.
consistent. From the first smoke, I became a fan. I met you. You became a friend. You supported Destination Herf. I appreciate you, and I can't wait to continue to grow with you and watch Tux become the marquee brand out here in this cigar culture, man. And keep doing your
Absolutely.
thing, man. You're
It's
a
gonna
good
happen.
brother, and
Yeah.
your thing's happening to good people, man. So keep doing your thing, man. You know I always got your back. So
I know
Amen.
you do. I know you do.
Amen.
Good
Much
stuff.
continued success. Much continued success.
Absolutely.
And last but not least, we get to Izzy closing it out. This guy with this ugly ass cowboy hat on next to me. I got to give him the business because he gonna give me the business too. Dr. Sayso. What do you have to say?
I've been back here quiet, chilling, but look here, Izzy, I gotta say a couple things, man. First of all, when you take your trip, if you can do me a favor and document some of your journey in some short video clips, so we can have you back on the show to explain the process from hopefully A to Z, and to educate viewers in the process of cigar making and particularly your brand.
That'd be awesome.
And that would just, I really want to, do that and to, because that's what, the show is primarily about, to educate viewers
Absolutely.
this process and to give them further knowledge because, like you said, all of us need to take the time if we're going to hone this craft and enjoyment as a hobby, however you want to look at it. We need to educate ourselves and be, further aware of, why we're enjoying it and the process it takes to enjoy it. So appreciate, all the jewels that you dropped. Man,
Yeah.
this is like a show that we had with Dr. Rodriguez when he came on. Very educational. So appreciate the knowledge and insight you've given us thus far. Other thing, speaking of V, I spoke with her yesterday. She works for Southwest, so I know she's working, so she won't be able to be on. But she told me to tell you, hey, and she looked forward to seeing you at Destination Herf. So, man, look, epic show. Want to thank Chester for hosting. There was no other person I could think of that, man, like I said, single-handedly just brought this cigar right here, in the DMV. Yeah, and so we're super excited, about, what I'm gonna kick his ass.
That's the Chris dance. That's how Chris dance. So if you see me do this, just know I'm doing the Christopher.
That's all I got to say, and I'm gonna turn it back over to this nut.
Hey, look, I don't have anything. So Izzy, I want you to close out. You give out a lot of jewels every time I get a chance to hear you speak, and I know everybody feels the same way. But close us out, Izzy.
If you want to hear the truth about cigars, how they're made, how they're distributed, and how they're smoked, this is the show you got to watch. I'm not just saying it just because I have to. I say it because from the bottom of my heart, this crew right here is worth $1 million. Every single one of them. At the end, it's all about affordable perfection. Tux.
That's right on the website. Right off the website.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, that's our show for the day, man. We really appreciate you once again.
Guys.
Thank you to the man, the myth, the legend, Izzy, for coming out again and taking some time with us. What happened to the what? Oh, he wanted. This is what Chris wanted to hear. I turned it down. Never mind. Here we go. I had my sound effects earlier, but it ain't good. That's our show for the day.
I love it. I love it.
Thank y'all for watching the Smoking Jacket broadcast with our man Izzy Martinez. Don't forget, we'll put the website up here so you'll know where you can get your cigars. And if you scroll to the bottom, go ahead and save that number and make a new friend, because Izzy is a good man. My brother, we appreciate you, bro. And I can't wait to see you again live.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, folks. Good night. We'll holler at you. I'm Rick James.
Is the Smoking Jacket Broadcast.